Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries news. Well, it's been a while, and all the more I'm happy to report, guys, that MW5 Mercenaries has given us a sign of life. Hi, friends. I'm still, of course, TTB. Welcome back to Mechwarrior 5 news. The Mechwarrior 5 Twitter account said, and I quote, "The rumors that Mechwarrior 5 Mercs DLC3 got the axe are an exaggeration. Instead, it received the Hatchet Man. More DLC3 details coming early April." Now, this is really, really good to hear for everybody who is a fan of Mechwarrior 5 Mercs. Number one, DLC 3 confirmed. We don't know yet where it's going to take us. We don't know yet what the story is going to be. We don't know what the scope of the DLC is going to be. If PGI manages to even upgrade the experience they did with the DLC 2, with Legend of the Kestrel Lancers, then I think we're in for a treat. That could be the best DLC yet. And I'm really hoping that PGI takes the learning experiences and all the feedback, especially from the content creators who've poured in a lot of work to give feedback, that they received for both DLCs, and just put that all together to make a really, really good DLC number 3. It's going to include the Hatchet Man. Before you guys ask, is the Hatchet Man going to come to MWO? I don't think so. One of the defining characteristics of the Hatchet Man is that, well, that melee hatchet attack, and MWO doesn't support melee attacks, at least up until now, and there have been no plans ever to include melee into the game. And if you include it for the Hatchet Man, you have to include it for all the other mechs. Long story short, I don't think it's going to happen, but I mean, maybe they'll just copy and paste the Hatchet Man over, but it's not going to have the melee attacks. So I wouldn't hold my breath for that. But what we might see is, of course, the newly announced Crusader mech that might make its way from Mechwarrior Online into Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. Now, we've all speculated, especially on live streams, a couple of months ago when we read all the news from Mechwarrior 5, and especially from the EG7 reports, ramping down development on MW5 after a somewhat lackluster sale on consoles. And we were all thinking, well, are we getting a DLC 3 or not? Well, the answer is now yes, we're getting a DLC 3. So I'm looking forward to this. Here is my caveat, though. My number one caveat right now, because it always grinds my gears, PGI, please fix the Landsmate AI. It's the number one remaining sore thumb that still sticks out, and I really hope you guys are going to invest some work into that. It's even with the latest DLC, it's still nowhere where it needs to be. So yeah, please do some work on the AI. Especially those weird situations where your AI landsmates focus all their time on repositioning, and because of all the repositioning, they're never in range to shoot. It's so weird. So please fix the AI as much as you can, and then I'm going to be excited for the new DLC. And of course, we're gonna look into the new DLC when it hits. We're gonna play it, and we also need to try out maybe some mods that have come up for Mechwarrior 5s in the meantime as well. So glad to see that there is a sign of life here. Now the question after that is going to be, are we going to get a DLC 4? Who knows? Maybe if DLC 3 sells well. I'm going to try and get my hands on it as soon as possible, of course, and I'm going to keep you guys updated with news as they develop. This has been TTB. Hope this video was helpful to you. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to support my work, check out the various options in the video description below, or just click the big join button here on YouTube to become a channel member. Have a good one, guys.